I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
The Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you are live on air, my friend. What do you like to say to us? You are a Muslim, right? Mr. Osman?
Yeah.
All right. What do you like to say to us? Go ahead. Our topic is the crucifixion of Jesus. Did your prophet say anything about Jesus' crucifixion?
Yeah, I wanted to say that the Quran says
Okay, so you speak Arabic, that's wonderful. So what your prophet is about this verse? That's it? This is what the Muslims have, is just one verse about Jesus? That's it?
Yeah, the verse says he was not killed and he was not crucified, but someone who was made similar to him was crucified.
Okay, so that's the whole Islamic religion teaching about crucifixion of Jesus. That's it. Muhammad never said anything else.
Yeah, the teaching is about Jesus was not crucified.
Okay, but my friend Osman, my friend Osman, listen. I'm asking you, did your prophet say anything additional to this verse? Zero, right?
If the prophet said anything, like apart from what the Quran says and what the Bible says, those things, I don't know.
He never said anything.
This is what I know.
He never said anything. He never. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, Osman. I challenge any Muslim to show me anything your prophet said about this. So bringing me a verse saying Allah he said that. Shouldn't you even explain the verse? Shouldn't Muhammad explain this verse to the Muslims? Because this verse is confusing. Let us me and you go over it. You just said that Allah he made someone look like Isa in the cross, correct?
Not in the cross. Before he was crucified. Before he went to the cross. In the Bible, they say Simon of Cyrene.
And the Bible says what?
Simon of Cyrene, Simon of Cyrene.
And
that is the guy. The Roman soldiers that told him, take this cross for Jesus, and he was the one who was crucified, according to Mark.
No. And Mark it says clearly that the Messiah. It says there, read that. It says there that the Messiah was the one who died in the cross. But that's not to fabricate stories. You can read it, and people will laugh at what you said, my friend. Don't copy paste.
But Mark 15 says like that.
No. Okay, read for us. Guys, Mark 15. Here goes. I will open Mark 15, and people will. You see, I'm trying to protect you from people laughing at what you are saying, but you are insisting. Okay, we will go. We'll put it on the screen. Mark 15, guys, says.
Laughing at me like it doesn't matter so much.
No, it matters. My friend. No, it matters when you say something. Either it's a lie or it's true. This is not a joke, it's matter, because what you are saying is something very funny. So where in the Mark 15 it says what you are saying. He carried the cross for him to help him. That's it. The one who was crucified, it was the Messiah, the Lord. And then verse number 34 it says, at the 9th hour, Jesus Christ would allow.
Can you open the verses on the screen?
Sure, here we go. No problem. Here we go. See, this is Mark 16, Mark 15, the one you are talking about. You will see it says clearly that they made fun of him because he claimed to be the king of the Jews. Let Christ, the king of the Israel, descend now from the cross. So who was on the cross?
I can see it on my screen.
No problem. It's going to take time to show it for you. So you can open the Bible in the internet if you want.
Yeah. Now it's showing. It's,
Okay,
it's showing, but not the verse that I'm talking about.
so they put him in the cross. Huh? Okay, Simon, he helped him to carry the cross. We got the story here. But who is the one who was in the cross? It was Jesus in front of you. And they put a sign says the King of the Jews. Who is the King of the Jews? And they say to him, let the Christ, the King, descendant now come from the cross. And then when the 6 hours came, there was a darkness in the whole into the 9th hour. And the 9th hour, Jesus cried. Who is the one who cried? Jesus cried with loud voice saying, Eloi, Eloi, lima shabachthani. So what you are saying is absolutely funny, and it's not really what the Bible says. So now we go.
Is this not how the Jews saw it?
Okay,
I think, the Jews saw like it was like Jesus.
Okay,
that's why they wrote it like that.
Okay, so you are saying now you are agreeing with the Quran that the Quran is saying that the Jews saw someone look like Jesus, correct?
Yes, I agree with the Quran. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
We'll go back to the Quran then. So what you said about the Bible is absolutely not true. So we go back to the Quran. Okay, so the Jews, they saw someone look like Jesus. And
yes,
when the Jews in the Quran says we killed Jesus, they were lying or they were saying the truth?
They were lying.
But how you say they were lying if you just said they saw Jesus? If I saw Jesus, I'm not lying.
No, it was Simon of Cyrene, according to the verses, brother.
I just showed you. It says Jesus, he cried in the cross, and you are saying to me, Simon? What does Simon have to do with this? Secondly, my friend, listen carefully, focus with me. If you just said the Jews, they saw someone look like Jesus, right? That's what you said. I'm going with you. So if you are a witness in the court, do you say what you saw or you say what you did not see?
So is the Quran lying by saying should be lahum?
No. I'm trying to understand you as a Muslim first. Forget about lying. You are the one I said to you. When the Jews, they say we killed the Messiah. The Jews, they say we killed the Messiah. I ask you, did the Jews lie about killing the Messiah? You said yes. So now I'm trying to explain to you that if the Jews, they saw the Messiah in the cross, that means we cannot accuse them of lying because this is what they saw. You see, the liar is someone he say something other than what he saw, correct? So your accusation to the Jews that they are lying is not even smart. And Muhammad, you're a prophet by saying that the Jews are lying.
Okay, before Prophet Muhammad came, their words would have been justified. But when Muhammad came and told them what was the truth about the crucifixion, they should believe it.
No. Forget about this now. Forget about this. I'm talking about the time in the cross. I was there. Let us say I was a Jew and my name is Jack Shalom. And then I was watching somebody in the cross and he looked exactly like Jesus, as you said. Allah, he made the look of that of Christ in that person. And I was there and I saw Jesus in the cross. And then you ask me, what did you see in the cross? I say Jesus. How in the world that will make me a liar?
Yeah, of course you will say it was Jesus. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, of course. But where did this Simon of Cyrene give back the cross to Jesus again?
It says there, wait. You see, we have four Bibles and they complete the story for us. This is why we have 4 Bibles, not 1. But if you read the verses there, you will see that because he was so tired, they are humiliating him. They are doing all kind of crazy stuff against him, and the cross is so heavy, and he have to carry it all the way to the mount. And this is why this person, he felt he need to help, and he jumped to help. But he is not the one to be crucified. Why he will be crucified anyway? I mean, is the criminal? I mean, imagine how funny your story. First of all, Jesus is the only one is stripped from his clothes. They allow him only to wear what is supposedly like to cover his private part. So there is no way for misunderstanding. The guy, he did not jump in his swimming suit. The guy is wearing his clothes, all of them. And the soldiers, there is hundreds of soldiers. And you are telling me the guy who carried the cross, he became Jesus? So look how funny your story. You Muslim, you fabricate something is not in the Bible. making it
I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny.
It's funny because how okay, I want to ask you, okay, I am let us say I am this person, Simon. I jump to carry the cross. What happened next? You tell me. I'm listening.
You say what?
You are saying Simon, this guy Simon, he is the one who was crucified. Okay, tell me what happened. I am Simon. I saw Jesus carrying the cross. I jumped to help him. And now what happened next? You are the Muslim who knows everything. Tell us what happened.
Okay. Simon carried the cross until the Golgotha, the place where they used to crucify people.
Okay.
And then they crucified him.
But this is not Jesus. How do we crucify him? Now we have two Jesus. If Allah he made Simon look like Jesus, that now we have two Jesus.
But like, why should God, the Father, why should He crucify Jesus?
No, don't change topic. Don't change topic. Why? It's not God the Father who crucified Jesus. It was the Jews. Don't be funny. Why did God crucify Jesus? No, it was the Jews, my friend, the Roman soldiers. So don't change the topic. Where do you get that this guy Simon is the one who became Jesus? Where do you get this from? Can you show me an Islamic scholar who said that?
No, it's not from an Islamic scholar.
So this is fabrication from your own.
No, it's Mark 15 and Matthew.
Matthew is in front of you. First, it's not Matthew. You told me it's Mark. Yeah, it's
27 verse 32.
My friend, here we go. Even like you see how funny the Muslims guys. I mean, we showed him the verse. It says it clearly. They let the Messiah, the King of Israel, come down. They are talking to the Messiah. They are not talking to Simon. And then in the Bible it says in the same chapter, the death of Yeshua, darkness was in the earth, and then the Messiah Yeshua, he screamed saying, Ili Ili lima shabaktani. Who is the one who was screaming? The Messiah. It says in the front of you. Now we go back to the topic. Allah, he made someone look like Jesus, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think so. Okay, that's wonderful. Now who is the one is lying? The Christians, the Jews, or Allah?
But bro, I cannot see like any proof like to refute this ayah, bro.
You have no proof to refute this ayah. Forget about the proof now. Let us use your logic. I'm sure you are smart, and I want to learn from you today. I'm your student today. If I see you in the cross, God forbid, or me in the cross, I am witnessing for what I saw. That's mean I am not lying. Now, the one who made someone look like Jesus is the cheater, because he didn't cheat on us, he lied to us, and he made someone look in the cross like the one we are killing. So Allah is a liar. This is what you are saying to me. You are saying to me, Allah, he did lie to the Christians and the Jews. He made them see someone look like Jesus, but it's not Jesus. And then the Christians and the Jews, they thought this is Jesus. And because they thought this is Jesus, because this is what they saw, they wrote in their book, we saw Jesus crucified. So this verse in the Quran proving to us that there is not a single lie in the Bible about the story of the crucifixion, because you just admitted, and the Quran admitted, and Muhammad admitted, that Allah, he would someone look like Jesus. So in the book of Mark or Luke or John, etc., when it says that we saw Jesus in the cross, they are not lying. They are telling the truth, because this is what they saw. But according to Muslim, what they saw, it was a lie made by Allah. For Allah is the biggest liar in history. What do you say?
No. It's not like that, bro.
You just said to me. What do you mean not like that? You just said to me.
I said already, and he did.
My friend. If I give you, okay, listen, Osman. If I give you a fake dollar, look like the real dollar, am I a cheater or I am an honest man?
There's no problem with that. But when you are told that this is the real dollar, right, you should be able to accept that this is the real dollar.
Who is accept that? A guy, he came 600 years after to tell us this is the real. He never saw the dollar. Did Muhammad even meet Jesus? He never met Jesus. He never saw Jesus. He don't even speak the language of Jesus. And yet after 600 years to say this is not Jesus, isn't it funny?
Yeah, I don't think he's funny.
Well, it's not funny. So what? First of all,
as long as all the words were coming from the same God, it doesn't matter like how many years.
No. Hold on, because you see, in the beginning I asked you if there is any explanation your prophet he gave. You said nothing. So Muhammad, he have no idea what he's talking about. He made a fabrication. Saying that it was the resemble. What is the proof, my friend? What is the proof? If you, in order to make something people can believe, you have to give me a proof. Do Muhammad have any proof that the one was on the cross, not Jesus? Zero. Okay, because now this can cause a problem. I can say you to that Muhammad, the one who came to the Arab in Mecca, this is not the real Muhammad. This was a clone. I can say that this was John Travolta. And Allah make him look like Muhammad.
No.
What do you mean no? Muhammad, he came 600 years after Christ, and then he say what he say. What is the proof?
I know you are a Christian, but you are a Muslim scholar. You are a scholar about Islam, okay? Like what did the Prophet say? Like if you have any hadith, or because for me, I'm a Muslim, but I don't know what the Prophet said about
You're a prophet. You're a prophet. You're a prophet.
What did the Prophet say?
Yeah, you're a prophet. He said it clearly. When you talk to Christian, don't accuse them of lying and don't believe them. Do you know why? Because he have no answer.
Why?
Because he have no answer. Don't say to them you are lying, and don't say to them I believe you. Why? Because he have no answer.
He has no answer? No.
Yes, here we go. Okay, here we go. The hadith in front of you. He said, when the people of the book spoke to you, read it, whatever the people of the book spoke to you, believe them not, and don't, or accuse them of lying not. So don't accuse them of lying, and don't say, don't believe them. Why? Because you don't have answer. So Muhammad, he fabricated a lie, and he cannot cover the lie, and this is a great example. Because now, by the statement of the Quran, Osman, chapter 4, verse 157, it's confirming to us that the Christian Bible is absolutely true. And now let me explain to you before you answer. Because if I am there and I saw Jesus in the cross, and you just agreed that this was someone look exactly like Jesus, correct?
Yeah, he was. It was made to the Jews to appear like that.
No problem. So look what you are saying. That Jacques Shalom was there with his father Moshe, and they saw Jesus in the cross, and it was someone look exactly like Jesus. He have the voice of Jesus, the eyes of Jesus, the hair of Jesus, the height of Jesus, and nobody noticed that it's not Jesus. And then, and the Christian, they were there too, and they say, okay, Jesus was crucified in the middle of the day of etc., and the date of etc., and this is what happened to Jesus, because this is what they saw. So they are telling the truth, for they are witnessing for what they saw. Not even a single word they add. Everything happened in the cross. The Quran agree with it now, because the Quran saying that Allah, he made someone look like Jesus. So what is written in the Bible is absolutely true. Crucifixion happened, Jesus died in the cross, and all what Muhammad saying, it was not the real Jesus. Now, there is no way for Muhammad to prove such a lie. And what you are saying to me, that Allah did lie to the Christians, and he created a Christianity, and he made the Christian believe in Jesus in the cross for 600 years. And then Allah, after 600 years, he woke up, he says, oh, what I did lie for those Christians. So now I have to tell them the truth, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? You just made your God the shaitan. Because if you are saying to me that Allah for 600 years, he did lie to us, and you agree, and you say, yeah, that's mean all those people who die in the previous 600 years believe in the death of Jesus and the cross, they are going to go to hell, for they believe in that. And now who is the reason for that? The lie of Allah. So your God, Allah, is the liar, he is Satan. The Bible says,
I don't think they will go to hell.
They will go to hell because they believe in Jesus. No, you see, no, they will go to hell because if there is no crucifixion, there is no Christianity. All Christianity is based on Jesus' miracles and the crucifixions. Otherwise, why would we not believe in him? So when you create all those things, who is the one who made the Christians see him in the cross? Allah. This is what the Muslims say, and you agree. So according to you, Christianity is a lie created by Allah. So Allah is the biggest devil ever exist in history. Right now we have more than 3 billion Christians believe in the lie of Allah, according to your understanding.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay, for now, yani, okay, it's cool.
Shall we call this Pakistani again? The one who speaks Arabic? Just for fun. I don't think he will be able to answer. I will speak to
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
Okay. Potato. This is my message to you.